There are 2.3 billion Christians, 1.9 billion Muslims, 1.1 billion Hindus, 535 million Buddhists, and 14.7 million followers of Judaism in this world. There are Sikhs, Taoists, followers of Baha'i faith, and people that practice indigenous religions. All believe in a supreme being, a moral code, or divine power. They believe in prayers, sing mantras, or practice specific rituals, either out of inner conviction, devotion, or routine. There are many ways to communicate with God. The path to connecting with the divine is not owned by any one religion. And in Sahaja Yoga, we know that the essence of all religions can be found in our subtle system. Every prophet, every deity, every true master has a place within us and gives the utmost help so we can evolve spirituality. This is not a new thought. Prophets and artists have addressed the same topic for ages. One who has done so very poetically is Rabindranath Tagore.
On the shores of Bharat, where men of all races have come together, awake, O my mind. Standing here with outstretched arms, I send my salutation to the God of humanity, and in great joy sing his praises. Trees lost in the depths of meditation, fields adorned with rosary-like rivers, I see the Holy Land every day on the shores of Bharat, where men of all races have come together. At whose invitation no one knows, came floating streams of men and merged into the sea of the Aryans, the non-Aryans, the Dravidians, the Huns, the Pathans and the Mughals. They have all merged here into one single body. Today the West has opened its portals from where flow gifts. Giving and receiving, all will be welcome on the shores of Bharat, where men of all races have come together. In mad exultation, singing songs of victory have they arrived, crossing deserts and mountains. They all dwell within me, and in my blood echo their exotic melodies. Oh, Rudravina, play on your music. Even those whom in disdain we kept apart will gather round you on the shores of Bharat, where men of all races have come together. Here, one day, in the hearts of men, the solemn sound of Om reverberated unceasingly. In the fire of Tapasya, all differences were forgotten, and the many forged into one. At that sacrificial altar, we all have to meet, with bowed heads, and unite on the shores of Bharat, where men of all races have come together. In that sacrificial fire, the blood-red flame of suffering is aglow. Oh, my mind, bear this suffering, and hear the call of the One. Conquer all shame, fear, and let vanish all humiliations. What enriched life will emerge at the end of the days of unbearable suffering? The night ends, and the Great Mother is awake. Come, O Aryan and non-Aryan, Hindu and Muslim, come, O English, Christian, come, O Brahmin, purify your mind and link the hands of all. Come, O downtrodden, and let vanish the yoke of your humiliation. Tarry not. Come you all to anoint the Mother. The auspicious vessel is yet to be filled with the water sanctified by the touch of all. On the shores of Bharat, where men of all races have come together.
Absolutely beautiful. Tagore is truly a master of elegant prose and magical poetry. But how would we say this in today's plain English? Let's hear it from Nishi. She is a Sahaja Yogini for a very long time, and until today she hasn't missed a single Sahaj event aimed at passing on self-realization.
To start with, let's see that there is a tree, and this is a live tree, and within this tree, these religions, so-called, are the flowers on the same very tree. So let's say, for example, if you can say Christianity. Christianity is a very fragrant and a beautiful flower on this tree, and the leader, or we can say the incarnation, which provides fragrance to this flower is Lord Jesus Christ. Same way, if you look at it as Hinduism, it's a very, very fragrant and a beautiful flower on the same very tree which I'm talking about. And then Sri Rama or Sri Krishna is the one who provides fragrance to this flower. And so for other religions like Islam, Buddhism, and so on. So they are beautiful flowers in one single tree. So what has happened in the religion of today, as we now, because we take birth in a specific or a particular religion, you have to be born somewhere. We start in this today's world getting associated, identified with these so-called religion. Just say if you are born in Christianity, then you feel that, oh, this flower is mine. Or you're born in Islam or Muslim, then you say, oh, this flower is mine. Or you're born in Hinduism or let's say Buddhist, right? You feel, oh, this flower is mine. But the moment we humans start to get identified to it and start plucking them, mine, 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 just imagine what happens to these flowers. They break from the tree, they start getting rotten. And all their fragrance, their beauty, their essence, and everything around that is around that particular religion starts to die. The end to the religion. What does Sahaja Yoga bring to us? How can we relate these flowers, these religions, these incarnations, these great leaders in Sahaja Yoga? And that's what I love about Sahaja Yoga. I'd like to share with you my understanding what it is. So if you look at this beautiful subtle system within the human body, I just want to let you know that all these so-called fragrant flowers and this beautiful tree, which contains all these flowers, is within us. How magnificent is that? So what happens is the tree is this one, if you can see in the middle, it is the central channel, and in Sahaja Yoga it's called a Sushumna Nadi, which is the central path, through which this energy Kundalini, if you can clearly see the triangular bone, it's like the source of life within the sap of the tree, and goes through the trunk. And within the trunk, as it rises, once awakened, this energy goes through different branches, goes to these flowers, which we, again, outside in the society know as religion. So these flowers, let's say for example, Christianity. The moment this energy is awakened within us, within this tree which I'm talking about, it beautifully rises and goes to number 6. This is the area which is blessed and which is the essence of Christianity, our Lord Jesus Christ. He resides here. Just imagine, if with this energy he gets awakened back again within us, we become real Christian. The essence of religion and what Sahaja Yoga is the unity for the first time in the history of mankind. All incarnations that we have ever heard of, they come alive the moment the energy is awakened within us. As the energy rises, it provides the nourishment to the flowers and it started blossoming. So all those dead flowers that we have said is mine, plucked them from the trees, separated them from the main source. They come alive back into that beautiful same tree and they start to bloom. That's why Sahaja Yoga is called, it's a blossom time. All the religions start to blossom again, back again, not outside us. The beauty is inside us. They start blossoming within ourselves. I would like to ask each one of you to have one sincere question today. Face yourself. If you are a Christian, are you a true Christian? Do you really follow the essence of Lord Jesus Christ? Are you easily forgiving everyone? Take a minute to realize that. I can tell you inside yoga what happens. The moment this energy rises and touches the Agya Chakra, number 6, it's an automatic trigger. The moment Lord Jesus Christ is awakened within you and this flower of Christianity inside is blooming, it's very easy with the help of energy Kundalini that you forgive. And you actually start to manifest the quality of Lord Jesus Christ. Same goes with, let's say, Sri Krishna. Take it Hinduism. Look and ask yourself a sincere question. Am I really following Lord Krishna? He was a king. He was a diplomat. Are we sweet with our voice? Do we hurt others? Again, reflect back. The moment energy rises, comes to the Vishuddhi Chakra, the blossoming takes place. Lord Shri Krishna awakens within our cervical plexus. Automatically, as your speech advances and you grow in Sahaja Yoga, you cannot hurt anyone. Your voice becomes sweet, diplomatic. You can correct others without hurting others. That's the quality that starts to manifest within you. So, a sincere question I would like you to ask to yourself. Whoever religion you're born with, whatever leader, incarnation you believe in, is that incarnation truly manifested in you? Or it's just a dead flower that you're carrying so tight. More tighter you hold on to it, more dry and more you destroy it. Are you really living a life of the religion you dream of? So Sahaja Yoga brings you that beauty, brings you that awakening, and blossom all those flowers. And really, the fragrance of all these leaders, incarnations ever came on this earth actually start to become more fragrant and blossoming within you. That's the beauty of Sahaja Yoga, and I really wish you all to come and join the world of blossoming religions within ourselves. Thank you very much.
For example, take Christianity. Christ came here to break your ego. On the contrary, people built a big ego out of it. Now, there are some Sahaja Yogis who believe that Sahaja Yoga is a Christian Sahaja Yoga or a Hindu Sahaja Yoga. Still, that lingers on. That lingers on. That it is a Christian Sahaja Yoga. For Christians, it has to be Christian Sahaja Yoga. For Hindus, it should be a Hindu Sahaja Yoga. For Muslim, it is Muslim Sahaja Yoga. It must relate to Islam because they can't get out of their own conditioning, so it must relate to that. It must explain everything that is there. They can't get out. See something. It could be also a Catholic Sahaja or a Protestant Sahaja. Could be even deeper than that. Like that, you see, it goes on. So you pull Sahaja Yoga into your own categories, into your own small little cups. But it's just the other way around. Sahaja Yoga is the ocean. Is a universal thing. It is a Mahayoga. It is not meant for Christians, Hindus, Muslims, or it's meant for human beings as they were. Have you got animals who are Christians, Hindus or Muslims? This all comes because of the original sin only, that we are something. We are Christians, we are Hindus, we are Muslims. In Sahaja Yoga, one has to understand that all the rivers, whether it is the river Ganges, or the river Yamuna, or it is the river Thames, or your Danube, any river, that all of them flow into the same ocean and become the ocean. They say that when all the rivers flow in the river Ganges, they are all called as Surasari, means the river of the gods. No more people call them by this different name of the tributaries that are there. In the same way, Sahaja Yoga is the ocean. You cannot name it. Do not try to find its identity with other things. If you start doing that, then your mind will start becoming that small little cup. And moreover, if you are coming from some organized religions, it's very important to understand that organized religions make your cup even stronger. It doesn't dissolve. If it is a disorganized religion, then it's a cup of earthenware which can dissolve into this ocean. But if it is a solid, nice porcelain, Maison, then there is no possibility. Then you are adhering to all that conditioning, all that solidness, and then it's very difficult. All the time you have to bring in Christ, or you have to bring in Muhammad, or you have to bring in Zoroaster, or someone like that, who should be there to guide you. Now your guidance is your spirit, which is unlimited. So you don't have to bring any one of them. They are all within you. They are part and parcel. But to stick on to one person is again a sign that you are not expanding. You know that you are all. You have got Sri Krishna within you, who is awakened. You have got Christ within you. You have got Ganesha within you. You have got Brahmadeva within you. And you have got Muhammad within you. And you have got all of them. Moses, everyone within you. So how can you be identified with one person? The reason is you are still conditioned. And you want to drag it into your own condition. So try and bring it at a position where there is no condition. We can see our conditioning works so much with our style, because as human beings, we have a habit of forming a closed sector. Whether it is ourselves, first we close ourselves as I am X, Y, Z. Then we can club together as, say, we are, say, people who use fork and knives. There could be people who just use the fork and knives this way, can be clubbed together. The others who use this way can be another way. See, it goes on like that. All kinds of stupidity that human beings have to club together. Alright, use the way you like, makes no difference. You eat the same food, it digests the same way, it works the same way. But as far as the outside is concerned, when it comes to human activity, they will use the fork and spoon in a different way. Somebody will use their hands, fingers, and somebody will, may use daggers. I don't know how they can manage to go to what limit. So this is what it is. In doing something, in doing any activity, then only human beings make it a closed circuit. That this is how we do it, this is how they do it, how it is the method of another party or people. This groupism is the worst of all and is against the laws of nature. You can be an individual as far as your appearance is concerned, as far as your hair color is concerned or your eye color is concerned. That's God has created you that way. But all other things that you have created are dead. All other clubbing methods you have created are absolutely of no value. They are just mythical. There's nothing truth in it, nothing that should be worthy considering. It's just a myth. So one has to understand that there is nothing like a Sahaja Yoga, which is a Christian Sahaja Yoga, which is a Protestant Sahaja Yoga, or a Catholic Sahaja Yoga. I find this at a very subtle point where people talk of collectivity, that they don't understand that we are not collective because we have so many tags, you see, attached to us, like the conditionings of our own doings. It could be in Switzerland, it could be in Austria, it could be in Rome, or it could be in India, anywhere. These conditionings we have to get rid. We should know we are human beings created by God, and whatever is within us that is real, created by Him, is the only thing that we have to be. And all the rest of conditioning we should try to be.
Attention, now we have a cartoon.
It's called cartoon.
Attention, now we have a cartoon.
Mrs. Pumpernickel, the teacher, is observing her classroom as the children draw pictures. She walks around and sees each child's artwork. She approached one little girl who is working especially hard and asks, "What are you drawing?" The little girl told her, "I am drawing God." "But, sweetie," the teacher replied, "no one actually knows what God looks like." The little girl continues drawing and says, "Well, they certainly will in a minute." Thank you for watching our video. Sri Mataji's words are the true source of our knowledge. We hope they have been communicated in the right context for our series on advanced Sahaja Yoga themes. Please subscribe so you can join us next time when we present a new topic. Jai Shri Mataji.